This is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast, a replay of today's full show.
It's Josh and Chantel, Tuesday, October 8th. Gotta ask the big question, what's the deal with iPhone users being bullies?
Yeah, what is the deal?
I mean, come on, update your iOS already.
I'm not rude to your phone.
Yeah.
Apple user.
80 minutes of Tetris could get you a record. That's not that much Tetris.
Yeah, 10 minutes is too much Tetris.
Chantel wants to give away Luna the Wonder Jack Russell.
Somebody take her.
Feeling a little snacky? You can order the table pancake. They're bringing back Ice Age animals.
Dangerous.
I think it's a good idea.
Dangerous.
I want to see mammoths walking around.
Dangerous.
What is an acceptable amount of time to wait for a table?
30 minutes.
That feels appropriate. Chantel thinks a pillowcase costume would have the open end up, and I think that's insane.
It's a pillowcase.
Put the open end down.
No, up.
Why?
Because it's a pillowcase.
It's right. It functions so much better if your legs are sticking out the big hole. Anyway, you're gonna look so strange with two leg holes cut in that thing. Yeah, it's gonna look like a diaper. If you want to eat your feelings, you can bake cookies of the people that you don't like. Chantel's wardrobe update. What is it? 12 shirts?
7.
12. TGIF is 35 years old, and I think I'm going to retire from fantasy football.
I still have more wins.
I'll just let the thing auto-pick my team.
Okay.
You're so rude.
Thanks for listening to the show live every weekday morning from 6 to 10 and right here on the podcast. Subscribe wherever you listen and rate the show. It really helps us grow. We hope you enjoy today's show.
Hey, and subscribe on YouTube, too.
Yeah.
Hi, Chantel.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's up?
Hey, good morning.
What's up with you?
I was just looking. Today is International Podiatry Day. Do you know what podiatry is?
Feet.
It is feet. Yeah. Do you take care of your feet?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I do.
All right.
Do you?
Sure.
You do not.
Sure. I wear socks and shoes, therefore protecting them from pointy, hard, sharp, and hurty bits.
Yeah.
I wash them in the shower. I don't just let the water run down onto them. You got to actually wash your feet.
Yes. You just bought a bunch of new pairs of socks?
Yeah.
Because your old pair of socks are giving you a little bit of a stink foot?
Well, there's that, but they aren't comfortable.
Your old socks?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've lost all padding. They're just.
But also stink foot.
Well, there's also that. Sometimes you just need new socks.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
There's that. Let's see. It's Own Business Day. Independent businesses. You can support them on Own Business Day by participating in their website, events, hashtags, boost awareness and growth. Own Business Day.
Okay.
It's World Octopus Day. Those are weird animals.
Yeah. Aliens.
They are pretty wild. We went to an aquarium in San Diego when we were there, and they had a big octopus, but he just was sleeping. So we didn't really get to see him. He was a big, red-orange.
I don't even remember him.
He just was in the corner.
He was not noticeable.
Yeah, he was just doing his own thing.
Hey, what?
What's a fear you have?
Oh, I have so many.
Just pick one.
Losing people I love.
Good.
Speaking.
Great choice. It's Face Your Fears Day.
I don't want to.
Well, why'd you pick that?
Well, those are, you said.
You went way deep. I meant a spider.
No, I'm not afraid of spiders.
It's Face Your Fears Day.
What's a fear you have?
The dark.
You are afraid of the dark?
Not all the time. I just don't like the dark in general.
I like the dark.
Okay. I mean, I like sleeping in it. I'm not I don't have to have a light on or anything. But if you're out in the scary woods in the dark.
Okay, well that's scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not afraid of the dark.
Right.
Being lost in the dark, yes.
Okay. But you put yourself in that situation every Halloween, and you love it.
I do love it because it's a controlled environment.
Mm-hmm, allegedly.
It's not. I'm not lost. I know how to get out, kind of.
Have you ever had pierogi?
No.
Me neither. It's National Pierogi Day. It's kind of a flour and egg dumpling filled with your choice of meat, potatoes, cheese, onions, and all that kind of stuff. It sounds delicious. It looks sort of pot stickery.
Okay, like a Samoa too.
Yeah, no, but it looks more because it's got that egg dumpling It's got that. It really looks like a pot sticker. It doesn't look like a crispy baked, or whatever outside that you get from a samosa. Samoa?
Samoa.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying.
Samosa is the Girl Scout cookie.
No, I think you got that backwards.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Newspaper Carrier Day. They're still out there delivering that thing. It's Animal Action Day. Touch Tag. Did you ever play tag as a kid? What a great game.
Touch tag?
Yeah, tag.
Tag.
Yeah.
You're it.
I don't know what the difference, because normally there was like touch football, but then there was like tackle football. So is there tackle tag?
I don't know.
One could assume.
I bet they could. Ugh, I don't want to play that game. I don't even want to play
tackle tag.
I don't want to even play touch tag.
Why?
Running.
Run. I'm going to introduce you to a guy named Dr. Clark Gamblin.
Okay.
He's a surgeon. That's where his doctor part comes in. And he is a cancer survivor as well.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee.
Uh-huh. And he is taking what they call the World Marathon Challenge. It is a challenge of running 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days.
What?
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
The logistics alone stress me out about how you move around the world quick enough
in a week
to be able to do 7 marathons in 7 countries.
How long is a marathon?
7 days.
How many miles?
26.2 miles.
Gross.
So he'll actually total, with 7 of those, he'll run 183.4 miles. And he'll spend about 60 hours in the air traveling between race destinations. He'll start in Antarctica. He'll finish in Miami. And along the way, he plans to raise awareness and funds for the Testicular Cancer Awareness Foundation. He was diagnosed with cancer in 2018, underwent chemotherapy and multiple surgeries before he became cancer-free in 2020, and he hopes that his journey will inspire others. He has a personal goal of raising $250,000 for the cause, and running many, 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 many miles, he says, has been very therapeutic for him. Good for him.
That is great.
He says now he's using his amazing endurance to make a difference, which good for you.
Good for that, dude. I think it's a cool idea. What a cool challenge. But again, yeah, I'm with you. I'm like, no, that sounds like, how am I going to get to Antarctica and then to America and then to Europe and then in a week?
Is there a marathon happening there, or is he just going to go run
and do his running
26.2 miles? And
good question.
And what time of year is he going to be in Antarctica? I mean, You've got weather conditions you've got to be aware of.
Exactly.
You've got so many different things to consider to pull this off. And yeah, are you just going to run 13.1 out and 13.1 back and be like, okay, that was my 26.2. Get me on that plane out of Antarctica. Send me to South America now. Because you've got to plan like the closest destinations. Like,
oh no, I get it. That seems
geography in that
crazy. Good for you, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck on your journey.
Dr. Clark Gamblin. Look him up if you want to know more information. It's good news to get you going.
I have an Android.
Yeah.
You have an Android.
Correct.
Apple users, I think, are a little bit of bullies.
Yeah, it's by design.
Is it?
Yeah. Apple wants their users to be bullies to people with Androids because that's how they convince other people to buy iPhones. It's built in. They want that to be the case.
I just read that there's a percentage of people, 23% of people with iPhones say they would never date somebody that has an Android.
Oh, I'm not surprised. People hang on to this way too hard.
Yeah, I think so, too.
It's crazy.
It's just a phone.
Right.
It's just a phone.
Right.
And I'm not making you use my phone. You use your phone, correct. I'll use my phone.
Yeah, the big complaint they have is that they, being iPhone users, is that when they try to send text messages, the text bubbles come up in a different color.
I know.
Oh. In my phone, I can completely customize a conversation and make it any color I want.
Yeah, mine too.
And I don't care.
And I don't
care. I just use the default because I don't care.
Yeah.
So the newest version of the Apple operating system, iOS 18, came out like late last month, and not everybody's upgraded to it yet. But when they do, they'll be almost having an Android phone. Because hey, for the first time, you can change all the colors of your icons on your phone. I've been doing that since I got a phone. Like, what are you talking about? This is wild.
Also, 21% of iPhone users say that they've excluded someone from a group chat because the person has an Android. And I'm firsthand of this.
I know you are.
I work with people who all have Apples.
Yeah.
And they bully me all the time. And I go, I don't have a problem with that chat.
So you want to know what's been going on?
What? Tell me.
Remember the BlackBerry?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Oh, God, that was probably late 90s, early 2000s.
Well, for sure. Yeah, early 2000s when it really started gaining steam. It had its own built-in messaging platform. So what happened is iPhone, up until iOS 18, had their texting technology built on the BlackBerry messaging platform. It's insecure. It's antiquated. It's old technology. That's why it didn't talk with Android, because Android said, we're moving on. New technology is better. We're stepping ahead.
Okay.
And they started using what is called RCS, or Rich Communication Services, years ago. iOS 18 that just came out late last month finally updates that technology to use RCS in iPhones. So they'll work with Androids once you upgrade to iOS 18.
But you have to, yeah.
So you can react to your messages right. Your pictures aren't going to look like garbage. Your videos are not going to be all deteriorated and all that stuff that you complain about all the time. It's still going to keep your bubbles different colors because that's important to you. But but you're no longer limited to just SMS and MMS text anymore.
I don't want to bully the Apple users.
I do a little bit.
I don't.
Because
just don't bully me.
They're a weird cult of people that like to make everybody feel bad for not having a corporate mentality. I don't understand.
30% of Android users have thought about getting an iPhone just to stop being bullied.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it either.
Yeah, quit bullying people.
Quit bullying people. It's just a phone.
And also, update your iOS and welcome to the world of kind of having an Android. You'll feel like,
honestly,
what do I do with this?
I don't even care. I get an Android because you tell me to get an Android,
right.
And you're the one that has to fix it when it breaks.
Well,
and
there's
so
that.
I go, you just tell me what to do and I'll do it. So I don't care. It's just a phone.
It is.
That's
Ultimately, it's just a phone.
How much do you love Tetris?
I like Tetris a whole lot.
You love Tetris a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
What is the highest level you think you've gotten?
Oh, I don't even know. Because there are so many different variations of Tetris.
That's fair.
If I'm playing Tetris on my Game Boy, I don't know. It's different than if I was playing on a Nintendo or playing on an arcade machine or playing on my phone or whatever.
Last weekend, there was a 16-year-old kid who became the first person to completely defeat the original NES Tetris.
No kidding.
He used a crash-resistant version of the game and made it to Rebirth, where the game rolls back to the start.
That's a big deal. That's like when you're playing Donkey Kong and the screen starts flashing out on you. Like people that play Donkey Kong for real, when they conquer that game, it gets to a point where the screen just starts going black and freaking out because it's like, we don't even know how to make more levels.
Well, right. And this game kind of did that. He said it kind of glitched in a couple of different spots. He said it glitched one time where the world was blue and the pieces were green, so he couldn't necessarily see the distinction, but he just kept going. He completed 255 levels.
Wow. I like Tetris a whole lot, but that guy loves Tetris.
He loves Tetris.
Yeah.
He said, I'm so glad that game is over. I'm never going to play this game again. I was starting to lose my mind.
How many hours did he play?
Let's see. He played for... This said he played for 80 minutes.
I'm never going to play this game again. I had to play it for 80 minutes.
I know, but
I played for 80 minutes straight. What is that? What a wimp. Come on. You can play video games longer than 80 minutes.
Last year, there was a 13-year-old in Oklahoma who said he had beat Tetris, but the game never really ends.
Right.
It eventually freezes up. He made it to level 107 when it finally crashed. And then this new kid, the 16-year-old Michael, said he made it to, because he used a crash-resistant one. So he used a different version, so it didn't crash. What level did I say? 255.
Yeah. 255 levels of Tetris.
And he did it on Twitch.
Well, of course, yeah. You got to stream it. If you're going to do something, you got to stream it. But
well,
he
what
did
if he failed?
Well, he quit after 80 minutes.
No, I know, but he didn't fail.
No, I know, but he could have kept
But what
going.
if he was like, I'm gonna complete this game, guys, and then he's on Twitch and he's streaming it, and then he's like,
people do that all the time.
I lost.
People will do speed runs. People will do like world record attempts, and they'll just like, come watch me try, and they'll fail and they'll start over, and they'll fail.
People pay you to do this?
No, you don't pay.
Oh,
it's free to watch on Twitch.
I know, but
you can subscribe and you can like tip creators or whatever, but it's free to watch.
I could play some video games if somebody pays me.
Well, sure.
Mario Kart. I could Twitch a Mario Kart.
I know you could. If I get a capture card, we can do this.
I don't know what that means.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
The point is, I'll do a little technology thing, and then you can play watching the big TV, and I'll put a camera there so you can talk to people in chat. And you're going to be like, "No way, chat!" And then our 15-year-old daughter is going to go, "Don't say chat," but you'll actually be talking to chat, so it'll make sense. And they'll, you're like, "Oh, hey, chat, what's up? What's good?"
I don't think that's
coming to watch me play the cart.
The cart?
Yeah, trying to 3-star all the levels. And what you could do is you could even start your own profile instead of using mine that has everything unlocked, and you can play for hours. People will watch you and talk to you while you play, just unlocking everything. That's what Twitch is for.
Yeah, I just don't want to do that.
It's just you playing the game.
I know, but I changed my mind.
But then people could tip you and pay you money.
I like that part, but I don't want to have to talk to people.
You just talk to, you don't one-on-one. You're just in a group like, "Oh, hey, chat. What's good? What's good on a Tuesday?" That's how it works.
We are giving away a 2-year-old Jack Russell Terrier.
Why are we giving away the dog?
Because I don't want to live with her anymore.
Oh, okay. So that's how it works?
Yes.
I see. I don't know what was going on last night. She's a moody thing. And I don't know what is going on.
And she's persistent. Stubborn.
The only thing I can figure out is that our son was doing laundry. And when I went out one of the many times to say, "Go to bed, dog," because she was barking, she was unsettled, I heard the washer downstairs. The load was unbalanced because, as we've talked about, when our son does laundry, he just throws it all in.
Everything.
And so it's overloaded, and so the load is unbalanced, and so the washer goes chonk, 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 and then stops because it's trying to do a spin cycle, and it can't because the whole thing's messed up.
Yeah.
And so I think she heard that.
Because she's
didn't
afraid
know
of
what it was
everything.
and was afraid of it. Yeah.
She's afraid of everything.
And so because it was doing that, and then it would stop and it would fill with more water, and then it'd try to spin cycle again. Chonk, 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 chonk. I think that's what she was freaking out about, which makes sense. But then she just wouldn't, like, it was done. The washer had stopped. It was like, I give up. So then she just still was barking and wouldn't go to bed. And you're like, what do I have to do? I took her outside. I made sure she had water. Like, everything was fine. Like, everything's fine.
Everything's
in the
fine.
dog's world. But she's just won't go to bed. What's the deal?
I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
So we got very little sleep last night. It is like having a newborn in our house.
Yeah. A little furry, loud infant.
Yes. So she is free to a good home.
No. We gotta sort it out, but that's not the answer.
My favorite part is when we're exhausted, we're up all night trying to deal with her, and then we leave to go to work, and I look at our camera at home, and she's just curled up on the couch like,
oh, I can sleep
I'm
now.
fine now.
So rude. I don't know what to do with her. I got to figure that out because we can't have sleepless nights like that.
No, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I almost was like, I know the solution.
What is it?
Earplugs.
Give her
like,
away.
I really, at one point I said, you're going to need to put in your earbuds that have noise canceling. I'm going to go get mine, and I'm going to have noise canceling earbuds in so that I can sleep.
Yeah, except we have other people in our house.
Yeah.
That's my concern. Like, there are times I'm like, I could probably try and sleep my way through this. I could figure it out. But Emery is also here. She's 15. She has to wake up and have a good night's rest before she has to go to school.
Correct.
It's not just us living there.
I'm aware.
The dog thinks she's the only one living there.
Yeah.
Ah. Jack Russell Terrier, 2 years old.
No.
Free to a good home.
No.
When you go out to eat for breakfast, what do you typically order? Something sweet or something savory?
Very rarely is it ever something sweet. You know that about me.
I do.
Like, I struggle with French toast because you got to put syrup on it to make it taste, delicious.
You could put jam.
Waffles, the same. No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No one does that.
I do all the time.
On French toast?
Yes.
Never.
I have before.
No.
Yes, I have.
When?
Before. I have before.
Never in all my days have I seen that.
I probably haven't done it since I've known you, but growing up I did.
Because you didn't have syrup?
Sometimes maybe there wasn't syrup.
All right.
And so I'd said, let's put some jam on this. And it's delicious.
All right, listen.
You listen.
No, you listen. We switched from like the heavy sugar maple syrup to the like raw stuff, and I like that way better.
I do too.
Way better. It's a little thinner. It doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna go into a diabetic coma for having too much.
Yeah.
It's also not as sticky, which I like. It isn't like straight. What's that? Corn syrup? Yeah. It's definitely a better product. I like that raw maple way better.
Well, if you're at a restaurant for breakfast and you're like, yeah, I want the eggs and hash browns and bacon, but I also want just a little bit of a sweet. I got a little bit of a sweet tooth. A thing to do is to order a table pancake.
What is that?
Basically, it's a pancake that you put in the middle of the table so that everyone has equal access to the pancake. So if you're like, this is too much savory, I need a sweet pancake.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
And you cut out a little section of pancake.
I'm not
and
wild
have a
about
pancake.
pancakes.
You're not wild about pancakes.
Not really.
You never have been.
No.
Since I've known you.
Yeah, I'm not like, you know what I could go for right now?
A
Pancakes.
pancake.
Nah. That's not my thing.
My kids still now even talk about how they used to stay at grandma's house and she made the best pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
She does make pretty good pancakes. Maybe you haven't had my mom's pancakes.
I have. Your mom also made a wicked BLT. I was very excited about her BLTs. Haven't had that in a long time.
No.
But nonetheless.
Table pancake.
I like the idea. I think the concept is cool. It'd be like, chips and salsa when you go out to a Mexican restaurant. You'd be like, yeah, hey, it's for the table. So everybody can have some. And so if you were going to order Eggs Benedict, like I might.
Yes. Mm.
Yeah, I know, right?
I want some Eggs Benedict.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Yeah, it is.
But maybe you're right. Maybe you just want like 1 or 2 bites of a pancake. I don't, but maybe someone else on the table would.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Or you can wait until after your food arrives.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say, I want a pancake. And then it's like a breakfast dessert. So you've eaten all your stuff and then you're like.
I'd rather have a crepe at that point.
Oh, crepe.
See, better than a pancake.
It is better.
And also kind of desserty.
Yeah.
And
depending
delicious.
on what you put inside of it.
Right.
Because you could put sweet or savory inside of a crepe.
Yeah, but most restaurants, if you order a crepe with a savory thing in it, they're going to be like, no, you just have an omelet.
You just want an omelet.
Yeah, you're just having an omelet. You go, that's not it. That's different. Not it. That's not a crepe. I think an omelet was invented by a guy who tried to make a crepe and failed. And he was like, well, I've got everything I could think of in here, and it didn't turn out. What city are we in? Denver? Ah, yes. It's a Denver omelet. That's what it is. I meant to do that. Did you hear about all this DNA stuff going on with the woolly mammoth?
No.
There's a guy who has accessed some woolly mammoth DNA, and he's trying to bring back
No.
the woolly mammoth.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This never goes well. I've seen this movie.
No, this is Ice Age Park, not Jurassic Park. It's different.
No, it's the same. It's the same.
No, it's just a big furry elephant.
No, I don't think we should
It's like
do this.
Snuffleupagus. Like, it's just that.
I think we should just use our science brains for other stuff, not to bring back things that have become extinct.
Okay, what about if it's something smaller than the mammoth?
No.
There's this company called Colossal Biosciences. What a name. What a name. And they are on a mission. This is the people bringing back the mammoth. They are also on a mission to bring back the dodo.
No.
Yeah. And they have right now a baby dodo.
Okay,
that they've created.
There's a reason these things became extinct. Either the environment wasn't
right
what they needed, or...
But now we can bring them back.
To do what?
To live again.
I just think it's dangerous.
The dodo.
The dodo. Yeah.
You think the dodo is a dangerous thing to bring back?
I think it's dangerous to bring back the dodo in conditions that it's not used to.
Okay. They're also trying to bring back this giant Ice Age bear called Arctodus, and a 5-foot-tall beaver. Let's go.
No.
Yeah. A 5-foot-tall beaver.
What are they doing with these? Can keep them captive, or are they planning to release them in the wild?
I don't know.
See what they do? What's the long-term goal here?
I don't know. A 5-foot-tall beaver, though. Could you imagine?
No, I looked up the Arctodus.
It's a scary bear.
Yeah, I know. Why are we bringing that back?
To see what it looked like?
No, I just feel like, What's the other thing? A 5-foot beaver?
Yeah, a 5-foot-tall beaver.
Think of how many dams that beaver could build.
So many. But he's 5 feet tall. That's a big beaver.
Yeah. Is he that tall when he's standing on his back feet?
I would imagine that's the case. Okay. I don't imagine he's 5 feet long when he's standing on all fours.
On all fours.
Yeah. And how big is that tail? Does that count into the 5 feet?
I don't know.
Or is it a 5-foot body and then you still have that big paddle tail?
Again, what's the point?
Welcome to Ice Age Park.
What's the point of this? It's too dangerous.
To build a park so people can come see them.
You're messing with fate too
Woolly
much.
mammoths.
To build a park.
Yeah.
And so it's for entertainment purposes. It's not even for science purposes. Science. It's not for science. When they put them in a park and they charge people to come see them.
Yeah, for science.
And then they're living behind a cage all miserable. No. I'm saying they're gonna revolt. That 5-foot beaver is gonna revolt.
Goldblum, slow down.
Say?
Did anyone stop and ask, well, maybe we shouldn't? Like that whole thing?
I don't think they did.
That's you right now?
Yeah, that is me.
Going, hey, maybe we shouldn't?
I'm the naysayer right here going, hey, guys, maybe let's think about this for a minute. What's our end goal here? What's our plan?
Mammoth Park.
I don't think we need a mammoth park, guys.
You don't think it'd be cool to see big old woolly mammoths
wandering around? I do think it would be
around?
Cool, but I also think that that's not fair to these living creatures.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. But how cool to see a woolly mammoth walking around.
Now you're just being selfish.
No, everyone can see it. I just think it'd be amazing.
No, you're being selfish because you're like, I want to see that thing. And you're not taking into account that woolly mammoth's feelings.
You're right. You're right. So sorry, Mr. Woolly Mammoth, Mrs. Woolly Mammoth. Your feelings are valid.
Why Mrs.? Why is it a Mrs.?
Because
there's 2 of them.
Well,
they're bringing back.
They're going to have to. They're going to bring. They're going to bring them back.
This is so dangerous. Imagine, if you will, you're out to eat with some family members and friends, and you go to a restaurant and they say, oh, it's going to be this long of a wait.
Mm-hmm.
How long are you willing to wait?
What time did we arrive at the restaurant?
Why does that matter?
It's kind of important to decide whether or not I've got to decide how hungry I am.
Okay.
So if we said, hey, we're going to go out to eat at 6 and we arrive and they're like, it's going to be a 20-minute wait. That means I'm going to be eating or ordering somewhere around 6:30-ish, and that feels fine, right? Now, if we said, hey, let's go out to eat at 6 and somebody went and checked in at like 5:30, 5:40 and said, hey, I've got a party of, 4, 6, whatever. And they said, okay, cool. It's going to be about 15, 20 minutes. And you went, great. And then you got a table and everyone arrived at that time. That would be acceptable.
That's acceptable.
That would be somebody taking one for the team. Now, if I say, hey, let's go out to eat at 6 and we walk up and they go, it's going to be about a 45-minute wait, I have to start questioning 45 minutes.
I think 30 minutes is kind of I'm not going to wait past 30 minutes. I think that's my peak time.
30 minutes, go, okay, I can do 30.
No matter what time of day it is.
30 is your cap.
30 is my cap. Yeah.
You walk away at 30 or you accept 30?
I think I accept 30.
Right. I'm with you. I'll accept a 30.
Because
a 45?
Usually it's quicker than that. But if you say 45, I'm like, no thanks. I'm going somewhere else.
I will find somewhere else.
Yeah, I think 30 is my cap for sure. Now, if you're out with your people, do you make the decision or do you ask around and say, what do you guys think? Should we wait 30 minutes? Or do you say, oh, yeah, I think we can wait 30 minutes?
I think I would check on the hunger level of everybody in the group. I'd go, hey, is everybody good to wait 30? And if somebody was like, I'm really hungry right now, I'd be like, all right, thanks. And we'd walk out.
Here's the thing,
One person could control the whole group.
Exactly. I feel like if I'm with some other family members and friends, I ask the majority of the group. But if it's just our foursome, you and me and the kids, I don't typically ask.
Rude.
I know. And I'm thinking that's terrible.
I haven't noticed.
But maybe the kids have, and they're like, I guess we're waiting.
Yeah.
I'm really hungry, but I guess we're waiting 30 minutes because Mom said so. Mm-hmm.
That's true. But also, I think 30 minutes, you go, that's my acceptable limit. So you're thinking that everybody else has the same 30-minute limit. I do. I feel you. I'll wait 30. Because I can hang out, whatever. It's fine. And you're right. It's usually shorter than that.
It's usually that. And if it's longer than 30 minutes, then you're peacing out.
Then you're going, no, here's what happens. If it's longer than 30 minutes, here's what happens. Because I've been on the other end of this. At the 30-minute mark, you start thinking they forgot about us.
Yes.
And then the whole conversation just spirals out of control. Somebody should go check and see if they forgot about us. It's like they wrote our name down on their little dry erase board. They know we're here. Calm down.
But what if they accidentally deleted my name?
They didn't.
It's just dry erase.
They didn't.
What if their sleeve accidentally, and they can't tell what my name is anymore? And they go,
when has it ever happened?
T-E-L? Nobody's named Tell. I'm going to delete that.
When has it ever happened that you've been forgotten? It hasn't.
Never.
It's never happened. So you've painted a picture, a scenario in your mind of something that's never happened.
But it could happen.
Okay, but you have no evidence to back up that it's ever happened.
But it could.
In your mind. Only in your mind did they forget you exist. Because within the next 5 or 10 minutes, they're going, Chantel? And you go, oh, they didn't forget. Let's go eat. Every time.
I know. You're right.
You got to just exhale a little bit.
Oh, Josh.
Oh, they probably forgot about us.
Exhale just a little bit.
Just a tiny little bit.
You don't know how high-strung I really am.
Little itty-bitty, tiny little bit.
Can't possibly. When you were a kid and you were going trick-or-treating, did you ever look at their candy selection that they were giving you and say, I want that one. Did you ever choose your candy from their candy bowl?
No.
I've noticed that's happening more and more as we give out trick-or-treat candy.
Hold the bowl
I'll
up
have
higher.
the bowl, and they'll say, can I have that Snickers? And I say, no, you get the licorice.
Hold the bowl up higher.
Get out of here. That
so they
Snickers,
can't see in it.
That Snickers is for me. That's one I missed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's from the bag of candy I bought early October. Get out of here, grubby hands.
Kid. Take the Whoppers. Get out of here.
Oh, man.
I went through and purposely handpicked all the Snickers for me.
Yeah.
I missed one. Get out of here.
Yeah, no, we've got the big bowl that says trick or treat on it that we put all the candy in. And you usually have that, like, wrapped your arm around it to hold it in there so you can grab some candies and hand out. Just lift it up a little higher so they can't see in it.
So they can't see.
The step is already, a few inches down from where you're standing. You just, they don't watch other people. You grab a couple pieces, you put it in, and you go, Happy Halloween, and you shut the door.
Put the candy in your fist so they can't see it, and then dump it in.
If they start talking, just close the door, and you go, oh, good trick. Happy Halloween. Click. Go to the next house and complain. I'm not here for it.
I was reading a story, and some kids knocked on a guy's door, and he had Jolly Ranchers, which is delicious. I don't know why anyone would decline this.
I would.
But the kids were like, oh, no, thank you. We don't like Jolly Ranchers. And then they skipped away.
That's not how Halloween works.
That is not how Halloween works.
You go to the house, you get the candy you get, and then you go home,
and you
all
trade
the stuff that you don't want, you trade.
That's how it works. That's how it worked in my house. You didn't get to
pick. What year is this?
You didn't get to pick what candy you wanted or say, oh, I don't like that candy. No, thank you.
Yeah. No.
These kids have it all wrong.
Come on. That is not how Halloween works. I know a thing or two about Halloween, and that's not how you fill your pillowcase.
Nobody
picky.
even has pillowcases anymore. Can you believe it?
Did they quit making pillowcases? What are you talking about?
Nobody trick-or-treats with pillowcases.
No way.
Yeah, way.
Since when?
When's the last time you saw a pillowcase trick-or-treating?
Probably last year.
Pillowcase is a good costume.
You're going to go as a pillowcase?
Yeah.
You look like Dobby,
yeah.
the house elf. Just a hole in the top and a couple armholes. Dobby. Like, oh, there he goes.
Just
bald cap, little pointy ears, scruff of hair.
Put the candy in the opening, please.
I'm the pillowcase.
I'm the pillowcase.
Right. You're going to put it open end up?
Yeah.
You're going to... No. Hold on. You're going to put on a pillowcase open end up.
Well, I'm going to cut leg holes.
No, I understand the logistics of how you're going to have to modify it to put your body in it. Who in their right mind puts it whole up?
Because I'm the costume, the pillowcase, trick-or-treat bag. That's the whole costume. It's not Dobby.
No, I know.
Pillowcase.
That's just not, that's not functionally the right idea.
Josh.
Chantel. Pillowcase opening up?
Yes, because I'm the...
What a choice.
I am the pillowcase trick-or-treat candy bag.
No, I get it. Why does it have to be opening up?
Opening down if you're the candy bag pillowcase. You're not going to go opening down.
Because I would. Yeah, I would. And then I would carry a pillowcase to put the candy in. I don't want the candy up against my body, getting all melty while I'm walking around trick-or-treating. What are you, crazy? What is happening?
What I would do is ask them to unwrap the candy first and then dump it in.
No.
So it's like sticky.
No, this is not a thing. Opening up. I am wildly like, what? I can't even speak about it. What is happening?
I don't know.
Down.
Up.
Head hole. Two armholes.
No.
Yeah.
Opening up for your head.
How are you going to attach it to your body? It's going to fall down.
Because you cut leg holes.
Dude.
There's more of a chance for it to fall down. And then you'll have two armholes out the side.
Dude. That's
I'm
not
going to
it.
do this.
No.
I'm going to make this. You're going to see.
Nobody's going to do it. Opening up. It's so strange. You know how sometimes in life there are people that just make your day more frustrating.
Yeah.
There are people that you encounter that maybe aren't the friendliest.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a family member who you're like, they wronged me and I'll never forgive them for it. I don't know what the situation is.
Uh-huh.
There's a new way to move past your there's a new way to move past your upset feelings, resentment, all the things that go along with having somebody. Yeah. A new way to put the grudge away.
All right. What is it?
And move on.
Because you know me, I'm a grudge holder.
I also know you like a good cookie.
I do like a good cookie.
So the new trend is to bake their face as a cookie.
Ew.
And then eat it.
How do you bake their face?
Oh, you make like a couple of different colors of sugar cookie, like a whatever skin tone and hair color you need, and then you bake them and then you eat them.
Do you feel better after you've done this?
You ate a cookie.
Well, yes.
And two, yeah. I
but
bet
then
you do.
what? You eat their face and then you see them at the store later and you're like, nah, I'm still mad at you.
Then you make another cookie.
I'll eat as many cookies as it takes.
I'm going to eat this cookie over and over and over until I can't. Yeah. Yeah, you bake them as a cookie and then you eat your feelings. That's the idea. Yeah.
Listen, I'm willing to try.
That's weird how you made a dozen cookies that look like me.
I'm willing to try to get over my grudgery. If it takes eating a dozen cookies, I'm willing to give it a shot.
But why do they all look like me?
It's all in the name of mental health.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't look like you. I know exactly who they'd look like.
Oh, man. Wow. I was struggling to figure out whose cookie I would make. But you're over here going like, I got 6 dozen cookies ready to go.
There's maybe like 5 people that I'm like, yeah, I could chomp into your face.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well,
let's give it a shot.
The house is going to smell like fresh baked cookies. I can't wait.
Go.
I just found out some crazy information, and it sort of made me get smacked with the reality of age. TGIF, the Friday television programming block.
Oh, yeah.
Turned 35.
On Friday nights.
It turned 35 this year.
What?
And I'm a little wonked out about that.
Okay, so they had Family Matters.
Yeah, with Urkel. Let's see.
Perfect Strangers. Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, so originally launched in 1989, the original run of TGIF. They tried to bring it back for a second run in 2003, and then they tried to do a third run in 2018. But the original run went from 89 to 2000, and I think that's the one that's probably, in my mind, that's TGIF to me.
What were those years? You just
89 to 2000.
Yeah.
And that's where you had as you said, Family Matters,
Full House.
Yes, Full House was part of that.
Perfect Strangers. Oh man,
I was trying to see who else was in there. You talked about Mr. Belvedere. I don't remember that. That's old.
Mr. Belvedere?
Yeah, Webster, Belvedere, Different Strokes. That stuff was 85 to 86. When we get to 89, that's when we get to the original run, which is Full House, Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, Step by Step. Then they added in Dinosaurs, which was big. They added in Step by Step was part of that. Boy Meets World became part of that. Sister was part of it. Hanging with Mr. Cooper was part of it in the 90s.
Home Improvement? Was Home Improvement in there?
I don't know if it was part of the TGIF
or Roseanne.
Block. I'm trying to see. Sabrina the Teenage Witch came in.
Man,
Teen Angel came into that.
Wasn't
Boy
there?
Meets World, Sabrina, Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place came in the late 90s.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, see, that's when we started getting into like we were moving out of the house. We were going to college. That's when that stuff started to bleed in there. The Hewleys was in there as they got toward the end of it, and then they started to like, second run was George Lopez and Hope and Faith and 8 Simple Rules and like those were way different shows. Right. Second run doesn't matter. First run was where it was at. But the point is 35 years that it, September 22nd is when it launched in 1989. So just recently turned 35. And that made me feel a little aged.
No.
Yeah.
Don't. You're only as old as you feel.
Right. That made me feel a little age. Yeah. So anyway, happy belated birthday. 35 years old. TGIF.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
35.
Mm-hmm. You're feeling it.
I do.
Yeah.
For sure.
In my hip. Can we talk about what happened
What do you
in
think?
our evening yesterday? Well, here's exactly what happened. I walked into the bedroom, and there you were in that white shirt with dark stripes.
Yeah.
Standing there.
Yeah.
With an armful.
Because we talked about this yesterday.
Of white shirts.
You said that all I
with
buy
dark
is white
stripes.
shirts with dark stripes.
Yeah.
So I went, I'm going to see how many I do have. So I pulled everything I had out of the closet.
I have a video I'm going to post on socials here in just a few minutes of you standing in our bedroom, white shirt, dark stripes, with our striped bed, which I picked out.
Yeah,
as you point out.
I didn't have anything to do with that
I
bedding.
did pick out the bed is striped, but then you count out how many white shirts with dark stripes you have, and varying widths of stripes. But you all in different styles of shirts. See? No, I know they're not all the same. You just really like a white shirt with dark stripes.
It's all subconscious too. It's not like I intend to go get. Oh, I'm on a mission to get white shirt, black stripes.
No, I think, like I said yesterday, you got one and you thought, this looks good. I like how I look in this. I feel good. And then you went to the store, probably wearing a white shirt with dark stripes, and saw one hanging on the rack and went, well, I don't have one like this.
No,
but I know
don't
I
think
look
it's that
good
at
in
all.
this.
I just think I like the style of the shirt, and the style just happens to be that design.
You did have a gray shirt with black stripes, like a dark charcoaly gray. And then the one you're wearing a sweater, a cardigan today that's gray with yellow stripes.
Or is it yellow with gray stripes?
Good question. It's gray with yellow stripes.
I think it's yellow with gray stripes.
Well, that's up for debate.
I also there was a couple that I didn't get out that I said, I don't know if this counts. Like I have a white sweater and it's striped E. It's like a green.
Oh, the green and blue. Yeah.
But it's not necessarily straight stripes, but it's more of a mountain
like a
stripe.
jaggedy zigzag stripe.
So I didn't take that one out because I went, I don't think that one counts. That one doesn't count.
You just love a good stripe, though.
I guess I
tell you.
do.
I like a polka dot.
Do you?
So, yeah.
I don't think you have anything in polka
Why
dot.
would I wear polka dots?
You have one polka dot shirt, and every time you wear it, people say you look like a hospital patient.
No, that's different. That's a different polka dot shirt.
It's polka dot.
I had this kind of yellowish green polka dot shirt that I had to take out because it looked like a blouse.
It didn't. It
did. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you also have a blouse that looks exactly like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I quit wearing that shirt. That shirt's not even in my closet.
That shirt was nice. I actually like that shirt on you.
Great shirt.
It didn't look like a blouse at all.
Looked like a blouse.
It looked like a dude.
Looked like a dude wearing a blouse. So I don't wear that shirt. That shirt's not in my closet anymore.
Where will you like? Who cares what other people think?
I don't like to wear it because it looks like a blouse.
Okay.
So it's not in my closet anymore. But I do like polka dots. I think they're fun. I think that's an interesting pattern. What about a houndstooth? How do you feel about that? You've got a jacket that's a
I do have a
houndstooth.
houndstooth jacket. I have one houndstooth item.
Just that jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I thought you had something else that was houndstooth.
No, I have nothing else that's houndstooth.
Do you have a Burberry? Do you have that?
No, I don't.
I thought you had like a scarf or a different jacket that was Burberry pattern.
Yeah, I got rid of that years ago. Ages ago.
Did it look like a blouse? Why'd you get rid of it?
I didn't like it.
Oh.
So that's why I got rid of that.
All right. Okay. Because it was like a trench coaty looking thing. Is that right?
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah.
How do you feel about a good poncho?
I don't have any ponchos.
Well, we should change that.
Hoodies. I have a lot of hoodies.
Yeah, so do I. Hoodies, jackets, lots of jackets, too many hoodies.
How many shirts with stripes do I have?
That was like
Shirts with
8.
stripes?
It's a lot.
I think it's more like 12.
It's probably a dozen.
I like them.
No, clearly. Anyway, follow us on socials at Classy97KLCE. We'll get that video posted so you can see the collection of white shirts with dark stripes. It's Josh and Chantel with the Would You Rather This or That question of the day.
Would you rather have leaves for hair or straw for
My
hair?
hair left a long time ago.
I know, but what would you rather have?
Would I rather my hair leave or my hair straw? My hair left. See? No, I think straw.
Straw?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I get that it's a little coarse, but like dried leaves crumble and the straw stays pretty much strong.
But
I could also style, I think, the straw better.
why are they going to be dried leaves?
I don't want wet leaf hair.
Why?
I hate wet hair. Ugh, what a look.
It wouldn't be wet leaves. It would just be a regular leaf. They're not, regular leaves aren't wet. It's just
I assume this was a
leaf.
fall question.
It is a fall question.
Then they're dried leaves.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not if they're attached to the tree still.
They're not. It's fall.
I'm going to go with regular leaves. It's a regular, and they just change color based on the type of season.
Yeah. Well, then sometimes I have straw that isn't, because straw comes from.
So, if you have leaves for hair, then if you live in Idaho, then in December and January and February and March, you would have no hair because it would all fall out.
Yeah.
All of your leaves would be. So you'd be bald for 4 months.
So listen, straw is a byproduct of wheat and barley and different things like that. They take the little seeds that are on top of the barley or the wheat, and that's what they harvest to make into whatever they're making.
Okay.
Then the rest of the grass that's left is what becomes straw.
Okay.
So at some point, I'm going to have to go through a seasonal molting of seeds if that's the way it's going to work.
Yep.
Which will be pretty cool.
You want the molting?
For a minute, I'm going to have like really cool looking seed pods hanging from my head, like dreads or whatever. It'll be all dangly. And then I'll get a harvest instead of a haircut to trim those back. And then I'll just have the cool straw grass.
Okay, you pick that. I'm picking leaves.
No, I did pick that.
I know.
Bomb. Would you rather this or that? I have officially decided that I think it's time for me to retire from
Me too.
fantasy football.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
It's so fun beating you.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, I am.
Like,
I enjoy
hey,
it.
open wound, have some salt.
Yeah.
How's that feel? Nice. Thanks. Glad you could just empty
No,
that into
Josh,
that open wound.
Listen, you win at so many things. Let me have this one thing that I can
It
beat
is
you at.
so entirely frustrating.
I know it is. Not for me, though.
Like, I just got a notification. I pulled up the app because I want to look at the score, and it was like, hey, maybe you should make a substitution. Like, it's now giving me tips on how to have a better team.
And you have a great
I know.
team.
Every single week, this is week 5. We just finished up. My record is 2-3. The 2 wins I have are against our 15-year-old daughter who kind of doesn't care that much about it. So she isn't really like investing in setting her roster. I was talking to her about it the other day, yesterday or the day before, and she said, I care. I just don't know really how to do it, and nobody's ever really showed me how to do it, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh.
So
now I feel bad.
she leaned on Beck a little bit this week, and they were competing against each other, and she dropped some players, picked up some people, but she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know all these people. I don't know how it works. So I'm just kind of not really paying attention to it because of that. But it's not that she doesn't want to. So, me over here, I've been trying. I've been really trying.
You have been really trying.
And it's super frustrating.
Yeah, well, I'm 4-1.
No, we know.
Nobody knows.
No, everyone knows.
They do now because I told everybody. 4-1 for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm good. I can't remember who I lost to. It must have been to Beck.
You are 4-1, and currently lead. I was trying to see. You are on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, I am.
So you lost week 1, which was to who? I'm trying to see.
I think it was to Beck.
It must have been. And then Beck is 3-2. I am 2-3, and Emery is 1-4. But again, she wants to be better, so she's working on that. The good news is that because we only have 4 teams in our league, we're all going to the playoffs.
Well, I for sure am.
Oh boy, it's hard. It's hard living.
Living with me. It's hard living with me?
Sometimes.
No, Josh,
sometimes.
I never win anything. Let me have this.
Here's an interesting statistic.
What is it?
So, points that your team has earned total so far in the 5 weeks, 713 points.
Okay.
Our son Beck is in second with 602. I have 587, and our daughter has 560. Now, points against. So this is the amount of points that your team has lost, right, against players that you've been against.
Okay.
You're 713-4 against 516 against. Every single team you've played has come short by nearly 200 points. Like, you have
dominated
the entire family by nearly 200 points.
Dominated. I know.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
But listen, this is going to be a rough week because I've got 3 people on bye. So
yeah, the bye weeks happen every week.
It might be a hard week for me.
I've got my defense is on a bye week, so I've got to pick up a new defense.
That's right. Vikings need a break.
Yeah, well, they played in London. They gotta get home and all that. And then the Chiefs are on a bye week, so I've got to swap out my tight end with Travis Kelce. And that's what I know about that.
Okay. The Chiefs are on a bye week.
Yeah.
Bye.
So are the Vikings and the Rams, for that matter. So anyway, I'm gonna think about retiring my team. I don't know. I'll make a decision later, but for now, it's not feeling great. I don't feel good about my performance, and it's really frustrating.
I know. It'll be okay.
For you?
Yeah.
On that kind gesture, I think we're going to wrap up the show for today. Have a great Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow. Check out the podcast. Subscribe and watch our YouTube videos. They're available on YouTube. Just search Wake Up Classy 97 or Classy 97 KLCE, whatever, and you can find us on YouTube. Subscribe and all that stuff. And we'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
Yep, we will.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.